Welcome back to VSG Tea
with Sammi and Bre.
Cheers.
We need to like memorize our little intro song.
I know.
That's
all we know. Oh my gosh.
The simple VSG.
I'll let you be Paris since you're blonde.
That's hot.
Whatever. Telling it. Guys, welcome back to VSG Tea. We are talking about some cool stuff today. We're gonna get into the nitty gritty about the 5 senses, how they change after your surgery.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about touch, sight, smell, taste, and sound, honey.
Nice.
Let's go. Okay, so I have like questions. Okay, do you smell better after your surgery?
Yeah. Only because I don't want to offend anyone, but yes, of course, bigger girls, I mean, it's almost like a known thing, you know, you sweat more. I was never really a smelly big girl. Like I was very cautious of that. But of course you sweat, you're out at Disneyland all day, you're going to come home and you're like, ooh, gross.
There it is.
Now?
No.
Nothing.
No, and I'm asking that because of like experience. Like I've never like been a smelly person like either, but when I got bigger, I did notice like I needed like a stronger deodorant.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's happening because I'm getting up there. So.
Right. Yeah, and then deodorant on the thighs, on the inner thighs.
Okay.
Have you done that yet?
No, I
Right,
haven't.
so that's a trick to make them like less chub rub.
Okay.
That was
chub rub is a thing.
Yeah. And then I definitely would recommend some deodorant. Just a little swipe. It will save you.
For your thighs.
Yeah. Chub rub.
Okay.
Extremely. That's a real sensitive
topic.
subject. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but it's real
I was just
life.
thinking personally, like, do you notice you smell better after surgery?
Yeah, you do, 100%.
Hey, that's what I want to know.
Yes.
What am I getting this
so
for?
angry. Do you feel better?
Do you feel better? Do you smell
after
better?
surgery?
Okay.
Am I going to smell less?
That's exactly what I want to know.
Yes.
Oh
you
my
ain't gonna
gosh,
smell anymore.
Great.
I don't smell you, to
Great.
be honest. But
I'm very cautious about scent too.
Yeah,
I have a nose of a bloodhound. My mom tells me that, and it's freaking hilarious. Good job, Mom. That's a way to describe it.
Yeah, you could be a police dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it gets 100% better. I definitely don't smell anymore. And it's funny that you say that. It's like, before we even talked about this, I totally forgot that I even smelled.
See?
Or like had a,
you smelled differently after surgery.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We need to tell them.
You do.
And I'll tell you guys too. I'll check in with you in like 6 months and I'll let you know.
She's gonna let us know.
And I'll let you know if I'm just using like my little old school deodorant they used to wear. Like I just used to wear whatever deodorant ever. Okay. And now I wear the secret like sport one.
You like heavy duty.
It's not that heavy duty. It's not that heavy duty. It's just that I'm just very cautious.
Yes. Nobody wants to smell.
No. Okay, and then after surgery, let's talk about touch. Are things easier to do, like reaching for things? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you ever
putting in a tampon, sister, is hard work. There's a lot to get around.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like pulling and twisting, and yes, there's a lot that you have to do to get around. Yes. And it gets 1,000% easier. It's gradual, of course. So it's not like overnight you're like, oh my god, I can put a tampon in.
No, and I totally know that.
It's just more like, whoa, that was a lot easier than it used to be.
I mean, like, the reason why I'm asking this, you guys, is because I just had to do a urine test for my all my pre-op work, and so you guys all know that I gained weight to get approved from insurance, obviously, so I'm 10 pounds up from like what I would usually be. And so basically the urine test made me feel like I was just like disgusted with myself, basically, because I couldn't even see what I was doing. Whereas I used to just be able to like just aim, and like put it in the cup. And like, I know that this is probably like TMI, but like these are important things like that I would want to know about. So I'm just assuming that like there's maybe 1 or 2 of you out there that would want to know about this too.
How about shaving?
Well, I don't shave, honey. I wax. Everything's waxed.
Oh.
Everything is waxed.
You are braver than I am.
Shaving in the hard to reach places get easier.
Yes.
Things like
that.
Even
shaving my legs and my thighs. And it's funny because like I obviously still have my thigh skin, but like there's just less now. So it's like, oh, that's easy. Like I find myself shaving way more than I did when I was a big girl because it's just easier. It's like, well, whatever. Like I can just reach down real quick and like get it done and over with. Where before, it was a damn chore. It was like, frick, I have to shave my legs. I have to shave my hoo-ha. Like I have to go all out, and it was like, all right, so I have 30 minutes. But it was like I had to plan it. I had to full on plan my showers to shave.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yes, of course, it's all easier.
Let's talk about sound. I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna relate everything personal experience.
That's fine.
So since gaining weight, I feel like I just grunt more, I breathe heavier, I just notice things about myself that I'm like, wow, you are different. You're like, you know, like you're using every single, basically, breath you have to do things. Like, did you notice that? After surgery that kind of like disappeared?
When you're out of breath, yes. I mean, I would put on clothes and I'd be out of breath. So 100% yes. Going upstairs now, I'm not like, you know, at the top, like dying. Yeah, I mean, that's all different. And I have to ask you, did you, because you're a big wheezer when you laugh.
Yeah,
which I am. Were you a wheezer before?
Yes, I was.
Okay,
I've
so
always
it's
been
going
a
to stay.
wheezer. It's going to stay.
Perfect.
Oh,
I find myself, I wheeze less.
Really?
Yeah. Someone asked me, one of my really good friends asked me the other day, she's like, do you still teapot? Because we used to call it my teapot laugh. And I was like, yes. But then I thought about it and I was like, I actually really don't. I just more like a silent, like,
yeah.
I don't want to do it, but like,
do it. You better do it right now.
I better teapot on the spot. Yes. That sounds are different out of you.
Okay, so the teapot laugh is retired. Okay, so we're going to talk about taste. How did your taste change or stay the same after surgery?
All right, so I hate to tell you, but it changes a lot. A lot, but it does get back to normal, if that makes sense. It changes for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's like back to normal. So all of your little taste testings and all of that.
It's going to be different.
I hate to tell you, but some of them are going to be a little bit different. You might love one, the one that you just had previous.
Yes.
You might love that now.
Yes.
After surgery, you might be like, get it away from me.
Yeah, I hate it.
Who knows? But it does change. I actually find myself, so I hated pokey before I had surgery.
Yeah.
Now I am like,
loves
pokey for life. Like,
yeah, you do love pokey. That's cool.
Yeah,
so I'm pretty particular about
things.
Some taste right now.
You are. You're very picky.
I'm very picky.
Yes.
So hopefully this will open my mind a little bit more.
It will. I promise you it will, because I was just like you. I was very picky. I'm like, give me this, and this, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then after surgery, I'm like, all right, well, I can't go eat hamburgers and french fries and quesadillas and crap and all of that. It's just, now I have to eat salad. It's opening up your mind as well to other things. So you're gonna be like, that's healthy for me. I'm gonna try it.
So you're saying that it changes.
It does change.
Okay, that's exciting.
It is kind of exciting because I like healthier foods now.
That's good.
I still like
I know, I
hamburgers.
can tell.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I still love all of that stuff.
Right.
But I choose the healthier options and I'm okay with them.
The last of the senses is sight. So how do you tackle the body dysmorphia after you've lost your weight?
That is something I still struggle with to this day. I mean, even just sitting here looking at myself on camera, I'm picking myself apart.
Me too.
Okay, Bre. That's okay. Again, she kills me when she's sitting here like, oh, I look huge. I'm like,
yeah, you're about to change that.
That's fine. That's gonna be a real issue, I feel, for the rest of my life. It's gonna have to be something I work on all the time. Just a bunch of self-love. You have to give yourself that self-love. I find myself when I'm like sitting there criticizing and I'm like, gosh, look at this roll and look at that. And it's like, hold on. How much have we been through to get us where we are right now? And that goes for everyone. I don't care if you've had surgery or if you haven't had surgery. You need to love yourself fully. You just do. That was so dramatic. But I mean, truly, the only way you're going to find happiness and it's so corny, but like yourself. You are the only person that can bring yourself that true happiness. And if you honey, you. But if you honestly like it, put sticky notes on your mirror.
Do more of what makes you happy.
You. Like you're beautiful, you're this, you're, you know, your wrinkles are
affirmations.
Cute. Yes. Or like look at yourself in the mirror for like 2 minutes out of the day.
Yeah. And
literally be like, I love your hair. I love your eyelashes. Try it. Because honestly, it will change your mindset a little bit. Like I said, I was sitting here picking myself apart on camera. I'm like, are my like knees like, are the there's not really fat on them, but like, are my skin like on the knees? Is it like poking out? And I'm like, stop.
No.
Like
the answer is no.
No. And you guys don't care. Like no one's sitting there going, oh my gosh, look at Sammy's like thigh roll. Like no one's doing that. And if you are, then get off my freaking page.
Yeah.
Bye, Felipe.
Bye.
But you know what I'm saying is like, we think of the worst things about ourselves, and we think that everyone else is
doing the same
on
thing.
that,
right?
And we're not. We're all giving each other love on the inside, wishing that we could be that person, wishing we could look like that person.
Yep.
We're all doing it. So
yeah,
we need to cut it out.
We need to cut
Cancel that in 2020, please. Cancel body dysmorphia.
Alexa, skip to 2021.
Please.
Please. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for giving us some insights on how the 5 senses changes after surgery. I think it's super unique.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any questions, let us know and leave a comment below.
And I cannot wait to redo this video in 6 months with you.
I can't wait.
Yay! Bye, guys.
Bye.